Hi, this is Lisa Sasevich, and welcome to the Invisible Close Mindset Behind the Money Action Series. What we're going to cover is why you need to look at the mindset before you get into any strategies and tactics when it comes to sales, especially when you're selling your own personal products or services. It's a lot different than going out there to sell a widget for some company where your heart's not in it. I know, because I've been selling my own personal products and services for years now to the tune of multi-million-dollar Inc. 500 winning business. And I gotta tell you, the first time I got out there to make my irresistible offer for my own work, even after having won top sales award for some of the biggest companies like Pfizer Pharmaceuticals and Hewlett-Packard, I'll tell you, I was sweating it. So what you're going to enjoy in our Mindset Behind the Money Action Series is a series of short but powerful mindset teachings that have to do with breaking through those sales concerns and opening yourself up to making your irresistible offer. And here's what I can tell you. Whether you realize it or not, you have something to offer. You have something to offer, something unique, something that only you can offer, that you are literally made for. And this series is about opening your mind so that you can open your mouth and make that irresistible offer and help people and make the difference and enjoy the abundance that you were put here to make. So this is my invitation to dig in, enjoy, give this gift to yourself and to everyone who needs what you have to offer. Keep your eye on your inbox and I'll see you there. Hello, this is Lisa Sasevich, and welcome to the Mindset Behind the Money Action Series. This is about how to break through any sales resistance that you might have. And right now, I want to talk to you about why it's a disservice not to make your irresistible offer. You know, it's a disservice in two ways. One of the ways is a little more obvious, but stay tuned because the other one, the bigger disservice, is not quite so obvious. The way that it's a disservice that's a little more obvious is it's a disservice to those people who need you. When you don't open up and make that irresistible offer because maybe you're afraid or it feels self-serving or you think that it's salesy, when you don't make that invitation, let's call it an invitation, those people who need you don't get the opportunity to step forward. They don't get the opportunity to say yes to their own transformation in whatever area it is that you help people. They don't get the chance to invest in themselves through you. So when you don't make your irresistible offer, and of course I know you've got to figure out what it is and learn how to articulate it, and we can help you with all those things. But when you don't do that work, you are ripping the world off from that which you were really uniquely made for. Now, there's another way that it's a disservice when you don't make your offer. And that is that, a lot of times you're going out there and you want to make a difference, so you're helping people. Maybe you're already in a structure where you're helping people in a paid way, right? You have a business. Maybe you're still at the stage where you're helping people. People come to you for the same thing all the time, and it's still a hobby. It's still something you're doing out of the goodness of your heart. So you're out there helping people, you're giving information, you're being a fabulous resource. People are picking your brain. Does this sound familiar? Because they want your help, right? When you do that and you don't offer that person who's looking for your help the chance to step forward and really get it in a structured and committed way by making an investment, you are actually doing the heavy lifting for your competition. Now, in real life, really none of us have competition. We're all so unique. But let's just say for that other person or that other business in your same category, you're doing the heavy lifting because you're out there doing the education, having the long drawn out conversations, helping open people's mind that they need help in a particular area. But when you don't end it with making an irresistible offer so they can actually have an opportunity to work with you in a more formalized way, guess what? You open them up, and then somebody else who comes in with their irresistible offer and offers that formal structure for that person you want to help to get what they need, bam, they end up getting the business, being able to help that person on a higher level, the thing that you know you were meant to do. So this is why you could be the 20-year veteran in your field, and yet here's this person with 6 months they've had their real estate license and they're starting to show up as a top producer, right? Maybe you're out there helping everybody, which is a great thing to do, but the old model would say give it all away and hand them a business card. Today's model says make that offer. People are busy. They've got a lot of things coming at them. If you open the possibility, the time to make that irresistible offer is at the same time. It's right now. So this should open your mind and open your heart to being able to step forward and make that offer knowing that it's your moral obligation. It's coming from service, not from sales, to take someone who's leaning forward and ready and give them a chance to step forward. This has been your Invisible Close Mindset Behind the Money action tip for today. Hi, this is Lisa Sasevich, known by many as the Queen of Sales Conversion. Welcome to the Invisible Close Mindset Behind the Money action series. What I want to share with you today is something that hopefully is going to leave you feeling lighter and more in the flow, more ready to get out there and make your irresistible offer. And here it is. Simply put, you, my friend, have already done the heavy lifting when it comes to the expert that you are, the coach that you are, the author that you are, the service professional that you are, the health provider that you are. Are you starting to hear a theme? You've gotten your degree. You've taken the certification programs. You have so many letters after your name, they can't even fit on your business card. Going to do more work in your area of expertise is not the answer to be able to get out there and help more people. And many people falsely believe if I just go take one more certification, if I get one more class in my area of expertise, if I write another book, then I can help more people. But here's how it actually works. There comes a point where you assume the throne. You own that you are the expert in the area of your expertise because you know what? You know more than the people that you're going to help, right? You may not be the world's top expert in that area, but there's a lot of people that you can help with what you already know. So if you draw a line of demarcation right there, you assume the throne, you say, you know what? I'm the queen of sales conversion, or at least that's what I said. You probably shouldn't say that. If you draw a line right there, then what it allows you to do is shift your focus, and instead of thinking that more training in your area of expertise is going to help you make a difference in the world, you shift your focus and you realize that it's actually now owning what I have, assuming the throne, and getting out there with my work is what's going to make a difference in the world. And to get out there with your work, the biggest service you can offer to the world is to learn to make your irresistible offer. And the thing that will help you is to know that you are the expert, you've done the heavy lifting, and that learning and practicing and doing what you're doing here. This is exactly the area of study you want to be in. So good for you for watching this today and being here in this learning today. That you'll know that extra piece, it's not that big. right? You've done the heavy lifting with becoming the expert that you are. There's this 10% nuance over here called, learning to make my irresistible offer. Maybe you need to learn how to have a one-on-one conversation that can take someone who's interested in your work all the way to invested in your work. We have structures for that. Maybe it's time to learn how to have what we call a one-to-many conversation. You might be on a live stage, or maybe on a webinar or teleseminar where it's you and lots of people listening and learning from you all over the world, right? Those are skills that all exist in what I call that 10% nuance. Learning to create your sales conversion machine so that this 10% can support the 90% that you already own. So I hope this is making sense. It's a tiny little mindset shift that has a huge result. In summary, it's not more letters after your name that are going to have you make the difference you want to make, right? I trust that if you found your way here, you've got enough on this side of the equation to help a lot of people right now. You have something to offer. Time to focus over here, which is why I'm proud of you for being here today. And really to start to become interested, fascinating, and get good at making that irresistible offer in any situation. And I want you to know I'm happy to be the person helping you with that. Hi, this is Lisa Sasevich, and welcome to the Invisible Close Mindset Behind the Money Action Series. I'm thrilled to have you here today because what I want to share with you, today's mindset piece, is about something that, boy, it stops us in our tracks a lot. And what it is none of us, as heart-centered entrepreneurs, want to be seen as pursuing. We don't want to be pushy. We don't want to be chasing people down. Nobody wants to. It's just unattractive, right? And it's not a really fun way to spend your day, following up to ad nauseum, sending one more email, pretending you're wondering if they got the first one. We do some really funky things when we're in pursuit mode. And I'm not even going to go to how that looks like in relationship. I'm talking about business right now, but I think you guys can get the drift. So today's mindset shift is about inviting pursuit. What could be possible for your business and your mission if you took the position of, I'm not a pursuer. I'm here to invite pursuit. I'm here to make an offer that's so attractive, that's so needed, that's articulated so well, it's so irresistible that literally I can set my business up to invite the pursuit of my ideal clients. Does that sound too good to be true? Well, guess what? It's not. We have thousands of clients all over the world, just like you, who have done exactly that. So let's start today with the mindset piece that it takes to be able to have that happen. The most important thing that you need to understand is that when you allow yourself to go into pursuit, right? You're like leaning in, you're taking up all the space, you're after them. What can that potential client really do? I mean, think about it. Can they pursue you? Not really. You're taking up all the space. So they really only have two options when you're right up on them like that. I know it's kind of embarrassing, right? Their options are they can either submit and just say, well, okay, I'm going to hand myself over. Yes, I'll do business with you. By the way, those are usually the ones that cancel a few days later by email. Or they can resist, right? Because you're right up on them, they can resist. And those are the ones that you're following up. They tell you, call me Thursday. They're not there. They're missing phone calls. You're following up and following up. And then when you even finally do, if you bump into them somewhere or you see them or talk to them, it's almost embarrassing. So neither of those approaches really work. If you're pursuing and your potential client can either resist or submit, we don't really like the result we get either direction. Now, by the way, I actually learned this from a woman named Allison Armstrong, who teaches some amazing relationship work. And I started to see it in the area of sales. I thought, you guys have to hear this. So what's a heart-centered entrepreneur to do? Well, if you stop taking up all the space by pursuing and you lean back, right? You stay right here in your power. You assume the throne and you get super clear on your irresistible offer. What is it that you have to offer? What's the unique transformation that you offer the world? You learn how to articulate it, how to say it in a way that really rings in your ideal client's ears. And you learn how to show that it's totally possible to get that transformation because you've got a system. Now, those are all things that you can come and learn from us on our campus at any time. But when you do all that, it allows you to stand in your power and instead of pursuing, invite pursuit. And what's the tool that allows you to make that invitation? It's your irresistible offer. It's you putting out that invitation, opening possibility for somebody and inviting them to step forward in any area, whatever the area is that is yours to help them. Do they want to finally have the energy they lost 10 years ago? Are they ready for the body of their dreams, the relationship of their dreams, the business of their dreams, right? To create a legacy, fill in the blanks with what you do. So the key to inviting pursuit is to make your irresistible offer and make it so irresistible and so well articulated that they step forward, in which case you can resist or submit. It's a little more fun that way. Learn how to make your irresistible offer. Learn how to articulate it, right? And learn how to make it in any situation. We can help you with one-on-one situation, teleseminars, webinars from the stage. So there's no mystery on where to go, right? But from a mindset perspective, start seeing what happens if you don't take up all the space, you don't pursue, and you allow those people who need you to be attracted by what it is that you offered. Hi, this is Lisa Sasevich. Welcome to the Mindset Behind the Money Action Series. You know, I'm known by many as the queen of sales conversion because I love making my irresistible offer to the world. It's how I help people. It's how I make a difference. And I love helping other people put the structures in so they can do the same without being salesy. And people often ask me, Lisa, how do you have so much courage? I've seen you make your offer in crazy situations when, I know they'll say, I personally would have just handed out my business card. I want to tell you what's going on in my mind, what's behind it, so that you can adopt it too and really get out there big time with your irresistible offer, even at those moments where you're kind of getting to the edge of the diving board and you're getting afraid and you're not sure whether you should make your offer or just give your website address, right? Here's my URL. And I know that you've all been there, and trust me, in the early days I was there too. But this is the piece that changed it all for me. I call it committed, but not attached. Committed, but not attached. And what it means is that I go in committed that you have what you need to make a decision. So if I'm making my irresistible offer to you, I want to make sure that you have what you need during this interaction to get to yes or get to no. It's not that I'm committed to a yes, it's a preference. I would prefer you say yes, of course. I wouldn't be making the offer otherwise. But my actual commitment is that you close the loop, that you walk away complete, that you say to yourself, yes, I want that transformation and I'm willing to go for it, even if it's uncomfortable. The time, the money, the energy that I'd have to invest might be uncomfortable. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm going for it. Or you can say, no, it's not a fit for me. I know I need that, but I'm willing to keep suffering because I have other priorities right now. And that's really the job that we each have as agents of change. is to get out there, make our offer, and give the other person the respect and the chance to get to their own decision. Yes or no, close the loop so they can move on and find the right option for their life, the right next move for their life. When you don't make your offer, you don't give people that chance. It's almost like you rip them off from that chance to say yes or no, not to you, but to themselves. So committed but not attached. We're committed, right? That they have what they need to get to a decision. And that's really, all of our programs and structures, that's what they're about, is giving you the structure to be able, whether you're standing on a stage, making your presentation and then your offer, to be able to give people what they need to make a decision in that moment. Or maybe you're speaking on a teleseminar or a webinar, or even on a one-on-one conversation. All of our structures are designed for you to give people what they need to be able to make a decision, close the loop in that moment, yes or no. So we're committed, but we're not attached. What are we not attached to? We're not attached if it's a yes or a no. We're only committed to the decision. The biggest disservice that you can do, well, number one is to not make your irresistible offer. But a close second, number 1A, is to make your irresistible offer and then to let somebody leave, I can barely say these 3 words, thinking about it. What does thinking about it do for your life? It clutters it up. It's one more thing on a sticky note by your computer, right? It's another thing you look at every day that you can't decide. You don't have the time to research. Are they going to look at the website and learn more about you than when they're standing in front of you? It doesn't work that way. So let's serve the people that we're meant to serve by being committed that they have what they need. We help them get to a decision, but we're not attached to what the decision is. And that's my secret, and the secret so many of my clients, thousands of people in all over the world, 134 countries. That's the secret to being able to be bold and make your offer and ultimately make the difference that you were put here to make. Hi, this is Lisa Sasevich, known by many as the Queen of Sales Conversion. Welcome to the Invisible Close Mindset Behind the Money Action Series. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I think every entrepreneur has struggled with at some point in time. The cool thing is that once you get the reality of how this really works, struggle no more, my friends. I like to call this heart versus head. And what I'm talking about here is when you're out there selling, we actually like to look at it as making your irresistible offer, making an invitation. To me, it's the highest level of service a person can offer, is knowing their unique gift and then packaging it, pricing it, and offering it to those people who want to step up and have it, right? Have that unique transformation in their life. So most people will struggle at some point when they're going out to make their irresistible offer, wondering, is it better to let the person think about it, right? Like if they really want what I have, if I make my offer, let's say you made your offer, you got over the hump, you jumped off the diving board, right? You didn't just leave them with a business card or your web address to call you one day. You made your offer. You made the bold move. The next frontier in the mindset frontier is it better to have them come from their heart or their head? Should they think about it? A lot of people falsely believe that it's better if they think about it. If they think about it and come back, then they're really in, versus if they make a spontaneous decision from their heart. Let me take a shot at turning that around for you, because it can make all the difference with how much of a difference you're able to make with your work. What happens is when somebody's in the moment with you and you're having a conversation, or they hear you speak, they see you on TV, they hear you interviewed, and a possibility opens up because of something you said. The possibility of having their life partner and finding that person in the world. The possibility of having a business that gives them personal freedom instead of a job, right? Plug in the possibility that you offer. When somebody hears that and they start to lean in and possibility starts to open, that is actually the moment that you want to give them a chance to commit to that opening. What happens if you give them the chance to go and think about it, call you tomorrow, get back to you, check your website? What happens is they leave, and faster than you can imagine, that possibility closes. It's just how possibility works. I can't even completely tell you why, but I know it. I know I'm a 25-year veteran of transformational work, and I've been testing this on myself, with my clients, and so many of our students for so many years. I know personally that if I don't step in to that possibility when it's open, it may have been something I hadn't been considering, I had never seen before, I wasn't even thinking about. But when that possibility opens of taking my business to the next level, taking my body to the next level, taking my relationship to the next level, my finances, you name it, when that possibility opens for me, whether I was planning on it or not that day, if I don't put a wedge in, if I don't commit to something that's going to hold it open, it will close. Possibility disappears unless you put in a structure to keep it open. And your irresistible offer is the structure that they can use to say yes to and hold that space that you helped create open. I hope this is making sense. Let's take it from the other side. What happens when a possibility opens, even if you weren't expecting it that day, and you decide with your heart? You step in. You go for it. Usually, it doesn't make any sense. And you know what? If you look back at your own life, just take a minute. The most extraordinary things, the top 5 things that you remember, you might call it, I did something crazy, right? Well, that something crazy is you led with your heart, and you have an experience that is one of your top 5 accomplishments, memories, things that matter in your life. Well, don't you want to give that to your potential clients? So, by encouraging them to lead with their heart, by learning the structures to be able to give them what they need to say yes, open possibility, and then make that offer so they can choose. And you remember, we're committed that they have what they need to make a decision, but not attached to what that decision is. Our job as agents of change, our mindset is to open the possibility, make the offer, and then encourage them to go with what they know, not what they know up here, what they know right here. Think about the times you've done that in your life. That's the gift that we have to offer to other people.